Well, hey there. What are you guys doing today? Like my fancy hat? I'm going to go kayaking today, but I have a little gripe or two or three to get off my chest, maybe just two. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Please subscribe, please, pretty please. What do I got to do here? So, I have this cool big screen TV, which I probably won't have much longer, maybe a year or so more. But I don't have cable. I don't have dish. All I have is the internet. So I've got, my smart TV, the massive 65-inch, which isn't massive anymore apparently. It's smart. It's smart. It's got all these great apps, so I can watch Netflix and Amazon Prime and all those great channels, Crackle and all the. I don't look at many of them. YouTube's even on there. We're on there. And but normally I just use this massive TV as a monitor. And I had an old HP. Well, I don't remember the model name of it. HP whatever. Desktop computer running it. So I used it like a regular computer with a mouse and a keypad, and I could type things in. Now I have to rely on the smart end of the TV because my HP desktop computer died. So I am in the market. Here we go. Are you ready for this? I am in the market to buy a computer. Now, the first thing I did was I went online and I Googled American computer companies. For some reason, that was important to me. Go figure. So I found that there were a few of them. I was surprised. Apparently, HP is one of them. However, now that my desktop HP computer died, now I'll give it that it's 8 years old or 10 years old. It was shouldn't they last longer than that? Maybe not. The technology is old, unupgradable. So it was time, to start thinking about it. So I thought, well, do I want another desktop computer, or do I want to get a laptop computer? So I Googled American companies. HP was one, Dell was one, Apple is one. I don't know if I want to go with Apple. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm so used to not using Apple, except for my iPhone, which I'm thinking about getting away from. What's my choice? Samsung? Yeah, let's buy something from Korea. All right, so I'm trying not to sound like a racist here. So the next test was to call the computer companies, call their customer service line. And even the American companies have all of their customer service farmed out to some other country. I don't know, maybe like India or something. And when you have one of those wonderful customer service people on the phone, it's really difficult to understand what they're saying to you because they're from another country and they're speaking with a very thick accent. All customer support for every computer company I called is farmed out, even the American ones. Lenovo. I'm looking at a Lenovo laptop here that I've been using for a while. They're made in China. Should I buy a Lenovo? Because it's made in China, maybe I shouldn't? I don't know. Does that sound racist if I'm going to say no, don't do that? Acer, Asus, Microsoft, dozens of other computers. Toshiba. I have an old Toshiba that's probably, I don't know, how old are laptops? It's as old as laptops are. And I plug it in, and it powers up, and it works. Should I buy a Toshiba? Where's Toshiba made? Call customer service for Toshiba. Who do you get? India. So it's really frustrating for me. So these businesses, these corporations, they all manipulate the market to maximize their profits. That's all they're really concerned about, and they look at us. I'm a 60-something-year-old guy, so I'm in a demographic category. Then there's, the 30-somethings who are in a different, bracket. And then there's the 20-somethings who love, even some of the 30-year-olds, love the gaming computers. So all they're doing is they're looking at these different groups of people, marketing them, and selling stuff. I almost said shit, but I didn't say that. Regardless of what they want to buy. Now, I don't know if you can wrap your mind around this, but there's a difference between a corporation or a business selling you something and you actually going into a store and buying it. You don't want to be sold something. You don't want to be sold something. You want to buy something. You're looking for something particular, that's what you want to buy. They, meaning the corporations and the local retail outlets, end up 9 times out of 10 selling you something. Something that you didn't necessarily want to buy. But just like, your options were limited, so you have to purchase something that they're selling you instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait and I'm going to shop around. You just end up buying something that they're selling you. You don't want to do that. The automated chat bots. So if you go to any of these websites, Dell, Apple, whatever, they have little chat windows and you can chat with someone. You don't know who you're chatting with, and you know that they're 9 times out of 10, here we go with my statistics again, are just automated bots. They're not even real people. Now, if you keep pushing that I want to speak to a human button, you finally get a human being. But they're just going to encourage you to buy their product. They're not going to try to, they'll ask you, what do you want? What do you need? So I go on there and I tell them exactly what I want. I want this processor. I want this much memory. I want this much storage. I want this type of sound card. I'm very, very specific. And all I run into is dead ends or ridiculously overpriced garbage that they're trying to sell me. This information technology era is relatively new, I guess. As new as, computers are. But I'm just tired of the automation. I'm tired of the bots. I'm tired of the fake customer service that they offer you. In fact, when you call a customer service, any of them, right? You get this voice, this prompt. Thank you for calling, pa 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 pa. For this or that, push this. For this or that, push that. You push that button, you end up on hold for 5 minutes or more, and then you get a call. What happened? What happened? Just a second ago, I had an English-speaking American prompt, and now I need a translator to decipher what it is that these people from maybe India are saying to you. Well, I'm picking on India pretty hard, but I'm thinking that's where most of the customer service people are. Why can't we do it here? They're reading off of a prompt. They have a computer in front of them, and they're reading a prompt. They're not speaking from their head or from their knowledge. They don't know anything about the product. They're just punching in the keywords you tell them, and then they read it off a prompt. That's not customer service. So frustrating. And every time I get that type of response, I just hang up. I'm not even going to waste my time. I hang up. I can't do it. And I get so mad. Now, was born in a time when racism was widespread. It wasn't just, white people hating black people or whatever. It's white against all of them. Oriental. Asian, I guess, is the right, I don't know. Mexican. We liked some Germans. I guess we were nice to the Germans. But we're taught. We were raised by the people who raised us, by the people who raised them. It's all part of the flow of how we process, how we exist in our society. And by the time I was about in the 9th grade, I started going, yeah, this is wrong. Racism is wrong. You don't judge people for their accents or the color of their skin or where you know they're from. You don't do that. You just don't do that. That's not right. And it's hard to separate yourself from your old racist white American tendencies. I try really hard, but it was instilled in me all of my life. So it's part of me that I regret, I hate, that it's ugly, and I've done my best to remove that. Now, when I first started using cell service, way back when I had a bag phone, I don't even remember who I had for a cell service provider. But I remember eventually going to Straight Talk through Walmart, and that was great because it was the cheapest phone you could get, the cheapest service. It was awesome until you needed customer service. And of course, eventually, sooner or later, we're all going to need customer service for our cell phones, for our computers. There's an airplane up there. Can you hear it? I told them that I was going to be doing this video, yet still they launch their planes and fly over my home. Son of a... They're getting closer. So the first time I needed cellular customer service for Straight Talk, I got that voice. And I was so upset that I went and canceled the service. I immediately canceled my Straight Talk and said no. Why? Because I'm a racist? No. It's because I live in America. I bought a product in an American store. I bought a service that I didn't know was foreign. And is it foreign? I don't even know. But their customer service is foreign. So what I did, canceled the service, took it over to AT&T, the local store, where there are English-speaking Americans, and I bought a prepaid plan, and I haven't had a problem since. I shouldn't say that. Whenever I did have a problem, I took my problem to the store, my local AT&T store, and said, I got a problem. And they would sit down with you and they would fix the problem. And they would talk to you in English, and you can understand them. And that's important to me. Our society has been farming out manufacturing. Everything you can imagine, from toys to computers to cars to tools, appliances, and nearly everything else we buy. The Buy American mantra we used to hear has fallen to the wayside. We just don't think about that anymore. We are literally funding, now listen close, with all the money we spend on all of these products that are made in foreign countries, we are funding worldwide atrocities that these people do to their own people. We don't care, do we? We don't care. because it saves us money. That's not cool. It's coming, though. It's coming. I have faith in America. I have faith in my fellow man. There's a change in the wind. There really is. We either need to shift our focus from funding corporate greed to the American people and our own needs here at home, or there will be no more America. No, I'm not going to get on a soapbox here, but there barely is an America now. We are so divisive. We are so divided because of our politicians and because of our media. And that wedge that they are driving between us makes all of us sick. It makes all of us sick. We're mean. We're nasty. We're us against them. It's the conservatives against the liberals. It's the Lutherans against the Protestants. I don't know. Look, I just want to buy a computer and I want to get some information. I want to get just a little bit of information from an American who can help me spend my money. I guess it's obvious that American corporations don't give a shit about Americans anymore. It's got to change. Okay? So now I'm going to get off this soapbox I said I wasn't going to get on, and I'm going to get on my kayak and I'm going to go catch some fish. Stay tuned to this video because I'm going to show you some clips of, I guess, fishing or kayaking or maybe even launching my boat. You want to see how I launch my boat? Check this out. Well, look at those sexy legs. So I got the boat launched, got out on the water. It's been a couple hours since I launched the boat. As you can see over there, there's a bunch of boats, a bunch of half-naked people, and that's the way we should be. We should all be, at very least, half-naked. I don't know if you can see that. Rod's bending really good. I think I maybe got a snag. Who knows? Bites don't look like that. But anyway, I caught two little perch, fish sticks as I like to call them. That's basically all I got. Nothing really to brag about. So I am in what they call Burnt Lake over by Maple Bay. This is the Party Central Well, I wish I could get a better picture of me in my boat to show you how awesome this is. But, sorry, it's just it's not going to happen today. So just to prove, I actually do have a kayak with the motor. And that's why they call me Dr. Kayak. I mean, everybody does. Everybody's doing it. So that's all I got for now on this hazy day. Water is 77 degrees. I can't see my screen, so I don't know if I'm aiming it in the right place. But yeah, it's a hot one today. And I gotta go now. Probably boring the crap out of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Select the big black bell after you click on it, and I'll make sure you get all of my new videos, because hell, these videos are entertaining and important. Just ask me, I'll tell you the truth. I gotta go now. Love you, man. Love you, peoples.